are consequences to saying the N-word.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
One thing you gotta give to Jujutsu Kaisen, regardless of how much you like or dislike the story, is the fact that when it comes time for the characters to box, the map of animators turn straight demonic, bruh. Like, I've never seen a show in my life that has so much hunger in every frame of animation that graces the screen. And no, I don't mean hunger as in like the drive to better yourself or whatever. Nah, I mean hunger as in like actual, literal, nutritional hunger. Like this scene right here, this scene was not animated by someone who was well-fed. This is what well-fed animation looks like. This right here looks like it was animated by someone who knew that if they didn't produce an AMV worthy scene, they would be calcium deficient for the next 4 days due to a lack of solid food intake. And I just know Mappa don't be letting them animators eat good, bruh. That aside though, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Jujutsu Kaisen is the best fights in the modern shonen game. The way the fights are choreographed kind of reminds me of Naruto in the sense that we get a good blend of both hand-to-hand and supernatural combat during the scraps. And I'd low-key say that JJK actually handles their fights better than Naruto did back in the day, simply because of the fact that JJK has not missed when it comes to fights. Like, you can have a Jujutsu Kaisen scrap between two of the most meaningless, irrelevant side characters of all time. And I promise you that regardless of how futile these two characters are to the overall narrative of the story, that squabble will be animated like the animator's mother was being held at gunpoint in the studio. I wonder why. Now, as great as JJK's animation is all around, I feel like there's gotta be a special place for Gojo in each of the animators' hearts, bruh. Like, I feel like each of them got this little gojo box implanted in their left atrium that allows them to tap into their innermost artistic prowess whenever they get assigned a gojo scene, because I swear, every time this OP ass is on the screen for more than 7 consecutive frames, the animators seem to just go full throttle glaze mode for no apparent reason. And like, the energy of pure gojo dick riding doesn't just stop with the animators, bro. It spreads. It spreads like an insidious virus, going from the minds of the animators to the minds of the viewers, and it continues to spread and propagate to more and more viewers until we're left with an entire generation of gojo meat monsters. Nah, I'm just playing. Honestly, I can understand why people would gas up gojo, bruh. I mean, I'm kind of a gojo fan myself, but look, today I'm here to offer a new perspective on one of these gojo fights, because I'm not gonna lie, the more and more I hear people talk about this particular fight, the more I start to realize that something isn't sitting right with me regarding the discourse around this fight. Like, I want to throw my hat in the mix and talk about the Miguel vs. Gojo scrap, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's about time we get serious out here and give my boy Miguel his flowers. Now, before I get into letting y'all know how I really feel about the homie Miguel, let me just get all of y'all hatred and disrespect out the way off for it, because I can already foresee the type of timing y'all are gonna be on in my comments, bruh. Yes, he caught a 49 piece from Gojo. Yes, he is black. Ooh, this fight is so racially motivated. Miguel set us back 50 years. Anything else? Ooh, Gojo packed him up. He got put in a pack. Gojo smoked this pack. Yeah. Are we done? Now that we got all the Gojo Glades comments out the way, can we actually take a second to analyze how fucking beast mode this nigga Miguel actually is? Like, bro, I promise y'all, Gojo will be getting his fair share of glades from the entire anime community during the next season of JJK that's about to drop. But just for a second, for a mere moment, can we appreciate the level of courage and skill that the homie Miguel displayed during the brief amount of time he was on screen? Like, bruh, okay, you gotta think about it like this. Miguel's balls have gotta be on a whole nah, that sounds crazy, Let me just rewrite, yeah. Miguel's courage has gotta be on a whole nother level, cause look, bro, the boy Miguel is from a whole nother country, right? I'm pretty sure that canonically he's from like Kenya or some shit. Like, he's pretty far away from Japan where all the JJK shit be going down. Now imagine you're Miguel, right? You fly out from Kenya to Japan thinking you're about to run up some easy racks on this little mission you just got recruited on. You know what I'm saying? You thinking it's gonna be in and out, you know what I mean? Just do your job, boom. Quick work. So then you go to the team meeting, right? And everyone's getting like their tasks assigned from Geto, you know, you do this sort of thing. You know, everyone's getting like their matchup, so to speak. And then Geto looks at you, and in doing so, he looks you dead in the eye and says, yeah, you, new guy, you gotta guard Satoru Gojo. Bro, what? Bro, let me be Miguel in that situation. If you tell me I gotta commence with a one-on-one squabulation with Gojo, bruh, you, I'm gonna be on the first flight back home to Africa, because you got me all the way f***ed up right now, bro. Now look, I don't know what type of conversations and negotiations went down after Miguel got assigned the Gojo. I think my McDonald's here, hold on. Yeah, that was my McDonald's, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I said it in the video here because I'm hungry, but you know what I mean? We're gonna hurry this up so I can go ahead and eat. Now look, I don't know what type of conversations and negotiations went down after Miguel got assigned the gojo bounty, but all I can say is that he's better than me, bro, because no amount of money, fame, or power in the world can convince me to shoot the fade with Mr. 6𝙗 over here. In fact, the homie Miguel was so unbothered, he pulled up to the ass whooping of a lifetime, dripped out like a black uncle who's fixing to cook up some vicious ass hot dogs on the grill, bro. Bro showed max level valor in a situation where 99.99% of niggas on this planet would have folded. And I'm not gonna lie, you gotta give him his respect for that, bruh, because I swear anyone else in this situation would have duck smoked the moment Gojo looked at them like this. So I think it's undeniable now that at the very least, the boy Miguel has some insane balls for the way he willingly walked into a 1v1 scrap with Gojo. Like, I think that we can all agree on that and at least give Miguel a couple flowers just for that display of backbone off the rip. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching like the actual fight over and over and over again for like the past 3 days, and yeah, bro, it's looking a little hard to defend. So I'm gonna just end the video here and we're gonna psych. Boy, you thought I was, come on, bro, that's big Miguel, bro. You thought I was gonna let it go that easy? You thought I wasn't gonna put up for the Kenyan king himself? You're tweaking, bro, because look, yes, Miguel may have gotten a little roughed up by this exchange with a literal god amongst mortal men, but like, I don't see anyone else in the history of JJK putting in Miguel level work against Gojo. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I say this with complete, genuine seriousness, bruh. Miguel stalling Gojo for like 10 minutes or whatever might genuinely be the strongest JJK feat that I could think of that didn't come directly from Gojo himself. Like, y'all love to get on Miguel's ass for eating 138 backhand knuckle sandwiches with his chin, which I will openly admit was crazy as hell. But can we take a second to compare the Miguel fight to the rest of the Gojo fights in JJK? Because I feel like once you look at it from that perspective, it really starts to highlight how cold my boy Miguel actually is. Alright, so boom. If I remember correctly, my boy Volcano Head got his brain filled with infinite thoughts before getting his dome ripped clean off his neck meat. This nigga right here, I don't even know his name, got all 4 of his limbs turned into spaghetti meat for basically no reason. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro, that was honestly just an extremely overkill display of power on Gojo's part. The literal main villain of the series got sat on like a bar stool before catching the craziest haymaker that put him away for like 10 episodes. Like, do you see the pattern here? In the grand scheme of things, Miguel catching them little pappity paps from Gojo was not that bad, bro. Like, this nigga really caught hands from Satoru Gojo himself, and during the last frame of the fight we see, he was still sitting there, dripped out, shades intact, hat still on, smiling through it all. Y'all not gonna tell me he's not hard for that. Okay, so this next point is a bit of a reach, but I don't care, bro. I'm making it anyway because y'all need to understand how cold the homie Miguel really is. So there's like this point in the fight where Miguel sends out like this big blue creature to get Gojo, right? But like, Gojo uses some of his OP ass shenanigans to basically like finesse Miguel and the creature, and then he like punches both Miguel and the creature into the pavement at the same time. It was pretty gnarly, I won't cap. Or was it? Because if you play this exchange back, frame by frame, okay, yes, I know I'm doing the most right now, but bear with me, bro, please. If you play this exchange back, frame by frame, you'll realize that at the very last frame, the boy Miguel actually dodges Gojo's attack. Gojo's fist does not make contact with Miguel's skin. I repeat, Gojo's fist does not make contact with Miguel's skin. That means that someone at the animation studio made the conscious decision to have Miguel react relative to the attack speed of Gojo. Do you know how insane this bald ass has to be to pull off this feat? And this is why I say the animators are really some Gojo meat demons, bro, because no way I should have had to analyze this fight frame by frame on some real dork shit to see this, bruh. Like, they really hid this shit in the most discreet, undetectable frame of all time, and I just so happened to stumble across this information. Look, bruh, all in all, you just gotta think about this shit logically, right? Yes, Miguel got his ass beat. A little. But he has literally fared the best against Gojo out of any character we have seen in the entire series of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I don't know whose Kenyan uncle this is, but I stand with him. And I couldn't let y'all keep speaking down on him like he's bum squad when in actuality, he's really about that action. So like, okay, here's what we're gonna do moving forward. I'm gonna need every person watching this video to drop a sincere, heartfelt apology to Miguel in the comments. Repent for your disrespect, or else I'm gonna have to slide through with the homie Miguel, and we're gonna have to tear that ass up with his that little whip he be carrying around. Cause like, think about it, bro. You know good and damn well that's not the smoke you want to engage in, cause look, bruh, if his whip can tap Gojo, just think about what it can do to your cheek meat, bruh. You don't got no infinity between that rope and your cheek meat, bruh. That's not a fun time for you, bruh. Just drop that comment and fall back, bro. You don't want those Miguel problems, bro. I promise you. You're not Gojo.